Tired of not understanding solo shuffle? Today, I'll show you a real example of how an arcane mage handles the chaos, always applying the same core strategy to dominate the arena. Round 1 starts now. The very first thing I do is cast Evocation. This is crucial for an arcane mage, as it significantly boosts my maximum mana, directly amplifying the damage of my arcane surge and the rest of my burst. Immediately after, I unleash my full damage burst onto the warrior. Crucially, I then quickly place an ice wall to block the enemy healer's line of sight, completely cutting off any incoming heals to the warrior. With the healer locked out and my burst hitting hard, the warrior quickly falls. Round 1 secured. In this second round, facing a demon hunter, warrior, and restoration druid, my first move is invisibility, but since demon hunters can see through stealth, I quickly hide behind a pillar or wall to avoid their initial attack. Once safe, I watch as the demon hunter goes for one of my teammates. This is my perfect opportunity to strike. I immediately open up on the enemy warrior. Even if the demon hunter becomes a nuisance, I maintain absolute focus on the warrior. With our first well-executed burst of coordinated damage, the warrior is quickly overwhelmed and eliminated. This swift takedown gives us a huge advantage and leads to a quick victory. Welcome to round 3. As expected, we're facing the dreaded demon hunter again. We knew the DH would come straight for me, and that's exactly where our first engagement began. My initial move is to try and cast my burst damage directly onto the demon hunter. We really wanted to get him out of the fight quickly. However, this DH is pretty good, and he manages to hide or evade my initial burst. We can't waste any time, so I quickly switch my primary target to the enemy shaman and unleash all my damage on him. Predictably, the demon hunter charges back, putting immense pressure on me. This is where you absolutely can't stand still. I'm forced to run for my life, use teleports, and all my crowd control abilities to prevent him from sticking to me. I'm not making it easy for this DH, not for a second. I even try an ice wall to create space. It's not a perfect cast, but the important thing is to use those tools and not underestimate them, something many mages sometimes forget. In the middle of all that chaos and the DH's relentless pressure, we make a quick re-evaluation. My ally warrior was consistently putting damage on the shaman. I see that the shaman's health is getting very low thanks to the damage he's already taken and my teammates' efforts. Welcome to round 4. This time, I use polymorph on the healing druid and drop a ring of frost under his feet to maximize the time the healer is out of the game. Meanwhile, the enemy shaman is being a major nuisance, but the focus remains clear. We are always targeting the warrior. We continue to cast poly on the healer without hesitation. To keep the pressure up, I use alter time to reduce the cooldowns on my spells. The pressure is immense. At one point, I'm on the verge of death and am forced to use my ice block, but thanks to a well-timed blink and the quick reflexes of my own healer, I managed to recover just when it looked like all was lost. With all my burst damage ready again, I seize the opportunity. Without overthinking it, I attack the warrior, but one way or another in the heat of the battle, it's the shaman who ends up falling. Even though our plan was to kill the warrior, this unexpected victory secures round 4. Sometimes adapting to the chaos of combat is the best path to victory. At this time, we're up against a team we know all too well, the annoying demon hunter, a shaman, and the healing druid. As I usually do, I start in invisibility, staying alert because I know the demon hunter is going to come straight for me. However, the DH makes a key mistake. He decides to open on one of my teammates instead. This is my golden opportunity. I try to use this moment to cast my burst damage, but I make a wrong decision. Instead of attacking the DH, I attempt to polymorph the enemy healer. This gives the demon hunter enough time to react and interrupt my initiation, completely ruining my play. I'm forced to use my ice block. As expected, the enemies go all in on me. They see me as the weakest target, but I can tell you, I didn't make it easy for them. I put up a good fight, using every ability to become a nightmare for them, but in The end, their damage was just too much. Their pressure was relentless, and my healer simply couldn't keep me alive. I end up falling in combat. After this, the enemy demon hunter sends me a private message to taunt me, but that was his biggest mistake. This is not over. This time, we're up against a different team, a warrior, the obnoxious demon hunter, and a holy priest. Thanks to the enemy demon hunter's taunts, I'm coming into this with a palpable thirst for revenge. My objective is clear, but also complicated. Well, my gut tells me to go directly for the demon hunter to get my payback. I know the warrior is a much easier target to take down. I want to secure this sweet victory. I use my ice wall strategically to block the enemy priest's healing, leaving them vulnerable. As expected, they keep focusing on me, thinking I'm the only threat. That was their fatal mistake. By fixating on me, they completely neglected my shaman teammate. With his incredible damage combined with mine, we managed to destroy the enemy warrior. In conclusion, we not only won the arena, but the demon hunter ended up humiliated. I hope you enjoyed the action, the strategy, and of course, the sweet taste of revenge. If you liked the video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more content. Let me know in the comments what class or arena you want to see next.